So we were talking about borrowings between languages. So can you tell us something now about the borrowings from or to Indo-European languages and Kartvelian and
Yes,
Uralic, for instance?
yes, there are some. Let's start with Europe, writing from left to right, starting from the west and ending in the east.
Okay.
In this case, so in Europe there are no contacts. I mean, there must be. Germanic, for instance, has a serious percentage, once estimated to 30%, now less, but still serious, of borrowed words from what must have been the original European languages. Like, for instance, the word sheep. But so we don't know anything about those languages. And I mean, there are no real European languages left. You see, the Uralic languages, Finnish, Estonian, Hungarian, they came from beyond the Urals, so they came from Asia. And it is mostly assumed that they were always northern languages, from reindeer herders. But at any rate, Asia, and only after that in Europe. And then whether Basque is a really European language is also being debated. You see, long ago I thought maybe, in the European Union, if we want some working language that everybody agrees on, why not take the real European language, namely Basque? But actually there is research that shows that Basque is also an immigrant language, traceable to the Caucasus Mountains or thereabouts, being related to the West Caucasian languages like Circassian. And one of the popular new theories, maybe popular because it is so heady, is that Basque is related to Northwest Caucasian, to Yeniseian in Siberia, to Burushaski in Pak-occupied Kashmir, to Chinese, or Chinese, Tibetan, Burmese, and even to some Native American languages, the best known of which is Apache.
Okay.
And so that would make a language group spanning from far Western Europe, through Central Europe, North and South, through China, and all the way to Western Canada and down to Arizona. So I like such less probable constructions, but that doesn't make it right, of course, and so some people are also skeptical of this. At any rate, what it implies is that Basque is also an immigrant language, unless Chinese originates in Europe. That's also possible. But so probably Basque is not even a European language. So in the East you have similar questions. This Russian scholar, Tonoyan Belyayev, what's his first name?
Igor.
Igor, yes. Igor Tonoyan Belyayev from St. Petersburg, where there is a Tibetan temple. He's an expert on Tibetan. And so he says that there are a number of words related between Tibetan and Proto-Indo-European. I don't mean Indo-European in general and specifically Sanskrit. I mean Proto-Indo-European. For example, because of course there are many Sanskrit loans in Tibetan. Like for instance, Padma, meaning lotus flower, has become a popular name in Tibetan, Pema. But that's not what I'm getting at here. You have, for example, a Tibetan word, pyugs, meaning cow, which can be related to Sanskrit pashu. But that's Sanskrit. That's not Proto-Indo-European.
Correct.
Whereas this Tibetan word looks like cognate to the Proto-Indo-European word, which has been preserved almost exactly in Latin, pecus, since cattle was used as a currency and was being exchanged, like, I buy your daughter and I give you 10 cows.
Right price.
Yes. It's also the source of the word pecunia, money.
Yes. And in
And-
fact, in English, we have the word impecunious for poor.
Yeah, right. Okay, so that word pecus, that might be related to pukes. So not the later Sanskrit form pashu, but the original Proto-Indo-European form, looking like pecus. That would be an example suggesting that Tibetan and Proto-Indo-European were neighbors. And that's exactly the out of India theory. Because that presupposes that they lived in northwest India, which happens to border Tibet,